So Kate, welcome in Paris.
Thank you.
So you started your career as a singer and songwriter first. How did you end up in One Tree Hill in the first place?
I started as a singer-songwriter when I was about 15 years old. Just growing up in the States in a small town, never thought I would become famous or anything would come of it. And then finally in college, at university, I got signed and started making records and put a record out and started touring. And then I heard about an audition for a TV show, One Tree Hill, and thought I would go audition because I heard that if I got the part, I'd be able to play my songs on the show. So I just went to this audition, but never in a million years thought I would get it because I wasn't necessarily planning on acting. But I got the part, and I was supposed to be in about 4 episodes, and it ended up being 4 seasons. So it's been amazing.
Okay, so the role in the first place was a singer in, in the show, and you knew that?
Yeah, Mia's character was basically described as a singer in the audition who would be in a few episodes, just a couple. And then her storyline grew, and I think the audience was able to connect to her character. So she started to become a bigger part of the cast, and that was really fun for me to see her character evolve.
So at that moment, did you think about becoming a full-time actress, or?
I think that because I had such a great experience on One Tree Hill, I thought, wow, this isn't something that I planned on doing initially, but I really love it. And for me, I just love being an artist. I love to be creative. So anything that allows me to be creative is enjoyable for me. So I think that music is still my first love, but I think I would love to do more acting at some point now because I've had such a good experience on One Tree Hill.
So as you said, Mia becomes more and more involved in the show and with the other characters. How would you describe her?
Mia is a lot of fun to play. She's a little bit nuts, a little bit crazier than I am. She's young. She's a little bit immature, and she kind of likes the drama. She likes to stir things up, and I'm not like that. I'm very even-keeled. I like to just sort of, you know, she really enjoys some of that drama more than I do, but she's also very sweet. She's very casual and informal. She likes everybody. She's not snobby at all. You know, she's a very nice character, but she also is feisty. You know, she gets what she wants.
Okay, and what's going to happen to her in the 8th season? Could you tell to your fans?
Season 8 is a really fun one for Mia. It's a bit of a love triangle, which I think that the fans probably know from seeing the end of season 7 with Alex and Chase and Mia, and it's very funny. I had a lot of fun filming these scenes, and without giving too much away, Mia goes for it. She just really wants to fight for her man, so it gets her into some interesting situations.
Good. So you just talked about Alex. Mia becomes more like a manager at the end of the season. Is it probably going to be something that you would like to do in the real life, or?
I think that at the end of the season, Mia kind of takes on a bigger role at Red Bedroom Records, the record label that Peyton originally signed her to. And I think that that was fun for me because in real life, I would love to, at some point, look at just the bigger picture, maybe getting involved in other areas of the music industry, producing, arranging, and things like that that kind of are more all-encompassing. So yeah, I think that's something that I would like to do, and it was cool to do that as Mia on the show, you know, because it's something that could be fun down the road.
And will your fan have the chance to see you in the 9th season?
I haven't been in season 9 yet, but we're not done filming, so I've been touring. I've been here in Paris, and which has been fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but hopefully I will be in some part of the 9th season. We're not sure yet, but hopefully I'll make an appearance.
Okay, you'd like this?
I would love to.
Okay. Well, speaking about music, what is your first job, actually? So you were just 24 and you were already releasing your 3rd album, Gravity Happens. So where does the inspiration come from?
That's a good question. I just released my third album, Gravity Happens, and I'm so excited to be putting it out in France because my French fans are amazing. They're just so passionate about music, which is amazing. It's just the way it should be. And I think the inspiration comes from, I'm inspired by anything and everything. I think travel is a very inspiring thing for me. So meeting new people, seeing new places, and just watching people interact with each other is really inspiring to me. But I'm also inspired by my own life, things that happen with relationships, with experiences. Pretty much anything can spark a song. So that's what's fun about it, is you never know when inspiration's going to hit you. So I love that.
You said in a previous interview that Gravity happened to you in the last months.
Yeah.
So would you say that it's more mature and personal album than the previous ones?
Definitely.
It is?
I would say this album is a little bit more mature than some of my previous albums because the title is Gravity Happens for a reason, because, you know, I think that Gravity Happens is my way of saying life is crazy and life throws you curveballs all the time, no matter who you are. And I think that what I learned with this album was that we can't control when crazy stuff happens to us in life, but what we can do is control how we deal with it and our attitude. And so the album is kind of about picking yourself back up when you fall and when scary things or crazy things, bad things happen to you. And that's something I definitely learned over the course of the years that I was writing this record.
And did your experience in One Tree Hill helped you by, you know, writing the album and singing, and did it help?
Yeah. Being on One Tree Hill has been inspiring for me as a writer and a musician because I've really met a lot of new people and I've had a lot of new experiences. Being an actress for the first time with no experience was scary for me. So I had to really overcome this fear of being brand new at acting, and that really inspired me a lot to write some of these songs about just getting past being afraid, because so often new things make us nervous, but really there's no point in being nervous because you might as well just go for it. So One Tree Hill's definitely inspired me in my writing in a way.
You talked about your fans and your different publics. Is there a difference between your French public and American public, for instance? Is there a difference?
There's definitely some differences between my French fans and my American fans, and I love all of my fans so much, but there's something about French fans. They are just so passionate, and it's amazing. It's awesome. I mean, I remember the first show I played in Paris 2 years ago. I came out and people are just not afraid here to express themselves, which I love. That's like an artist's dream. You know, in America, sometimes fans are afraid to be the loud one or the crazy one, but in France, they're like, we're excited to be here, and they have fun, and I love that.
We like that.
Yeah. That's a good way to be.
Do you have, you know, any French singer or any French band that you know?
I'm trying to think. Who did I just...
French DJ?
Yeah, it's definitely a DJ, and I don't remember the name. I feel awful. But it's probably somebody who's just become really popular in America.
David Guetta?
Yeah. That's exactly who it is. I just found out that he's French.
He is, yes.
Yeah. I had no idea.
He's French.
He's awesome. Well, obviously, he's massive. He's so famous.
Would you like to work with someone like that one day?
Absolutely. Yeah. I would love to. I'm big on working with people who make different types of music than I do, because I think that's how you get really cool creative collaborations, is by mixing two artists who have, you know, strengths in different types of music. So I would love to. David Guetta is awesome. That's so cool. You guys be proud of that. Yeah.
We are.
Sweet.
And are you a fan as well? Do you have a favorite singer or anyone in the whole world?
Oh, yeah. I think one of my favorites, I love Neil Young. I love...
you sung with him, right?
I did. Well, not like a duet. I wish. Gosh, I would die. I sang at a big concert called Farm Aid in America, and he played on the same stage that I did, and it was incredible. Yeah. He's amazing. I love Neil Young. I love, everything. I like the Beatles, stuff I grew up listening to, James Taylor, and things like that. But really, I like all different types of music because I think that there's just something magical about every type of music, because every type of music, I think, touches people in some way.
So, you're a singer, you're an actress, you're also a designer, because you just started a sunglasses line.
Yeah.
Are you scared to get bored, or do you need all those activities to feel good in your life?
I think that for me, being a creative person is the most important thing. So, I'm a musician and a singer first, and then I've been, acting as well on One Tree Hill, but I just designed a pair of sunglasses for Oakley. And I think that for me, I want to do in my life as many fun creative things as possible, but only if they make sense. I'm not one of those artists who left and right just wants to put out a perfume and then sunglasses and this and that. I think it's got to make sense, and for me, designing sunglasses for Oakley was such a cool thing because it fit perfectly with what I was doing for this album. So I'm excited about it. It's a lot of fun, and you kind of just take it a day at a time and see where it takes you. That's what's fun about being an artist.
You seem to have an incredible curiosity about everything. So what is your next project in the future?
Curiosity is definitely one of the things that I have the most of. Very curious person. My next project is I'm touring in the United States after this with some friends of mine, a band called Parachute. We're going to tour in the fall in the States, and then I think I'm going to start working on some more music. Hopefully I'll get a chance to come back to Europe next year, play some more shows, and tour internationally some more. But I think that I sort of just take it a day at a time, and I'd love to do film and TV, and more designing if it made sense, but it's kind of just about doing what's inspiring. So I'm going to tour and then kind of see what comes.
So what is a normal day for you when you're not acting, when you're not singing, when you're not touring? What are you doing in a very casual day?
A casual day for me is usually just spent with friends and family, because I travel so much that I don't get to see enough of them. So for me, I think that's some of my favorite time, is just spending with my friends, hanging out, shopping, taking a walk. I like to just relax and enjoy beautiful weather like this. In Paris, it's been so beautiful. So that's one of my favorite things, is just being outside and enjoying it.
Is it your first time in Paris?
It's my second time in Paris right now. I came 2 years ago and played a show, but I was here so fast that we saw the Eiffel Tower, we saw the Louvre, and it was cool, but this time has been so fun because I've gotten to really explore and kind of just get lost, which I think has been my favorite thing so far to do.
And you're coming for a concert, so are you excited about it?
I'm so excited for the show. I'm playing at La Maroquinerie, I think, tomorrow night, and I'm really excited about it because it sounds like a really great venue, actually, for a concert. And I'm excited to see my French fans. They're awesome. They're so much fun, and it's awesome. That's the best part about my job.
Well, do you remember the generic of the show, One Tree Hill? Would you sing a bit of the generic?
Oh, the
just for your fans. Do you remember the song? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. It was a little low for me. I'm like, ugh. But right? Is that
great?
Oh.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.